right. Last section. Complete the table of values for t and h of t, and then graph the function h of t on the grid below. I could plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to plug in those values. So we're going to do 10,000 times 2 to the 1 power. That's going to be 20,000. I'm going to do the same equation, but now I'm going to plug in a 2 here. That's 40,000. You use the same equation, but this time we're going to plug in 3. That's 80,000. Plug in 4. We got 160,000. And one more time, this time I want to plug in 5. 320,000. All right, now it asks us to graph this. So we're going to go to y equals, I'm going to do 10,000 times 2. And this time I'm going to put x. I can't put t into the calculator. So we're going to put in x. And I'm going to change my window. My window is going to go from 0 to 10 on the x-axis. And just real quick, I want to find out what 4 times 10 to the 5th power is. Okay, so that's 400,000. That's good, because we want to go from 0 to 400,000, and it looks like we're going up by 50,000. Okay, let's graph that. Okay. So at 1, so this is the same thing as saying 100,000, right? So at year 4, it's at 160. At year 5, it's at 320. At year 3, it's at 80, so it's going to be right about here. Then we got 40 and 20. But notice that we are going to connect these because this is a function. We are going to connect those because it is a function. All right, number 15. What was the value of the house in 1960, and describe how this value is related to the function h of t equals 10,000 times 2 to the t power. So that 10,000 was represented because that value of the house back in 1960 was 10,000. So the value of the house in the beginning was 10,000. And that's representative in this function as the number being multiplied by the power. In the function, it is the number being multiplied. How is it represented in the graph? That would be this point right here, my y-intercept. 16. Calculate the value of the house in 2020. And how does the value compare with your prediction in item 9? All right, so we're going to use that function. 10,000 times 2. And I want to know 2020. Now, 2020 minus 1960 is 60 years. And 60 years is the same thing as 6 decades. And remember that T represented decades. So this is going to be 6. And we have calculated that it is going to be $640,000. How does this compare to the answer that I wrote in number 9? It's the same. All right. Compute the value of the house in the year 2005. And how does this value compare to the prediction in item 10? Okay, well, 2005 minus 1960 is 45 years, which is not quite 4 decades and not quite 5. It's actually 4.5 decades. So that's going to be my T. So we're going to pull this equation, but this time our exponent is 4.5. 226,274.17. Was that what I wrote down for 10? In 10, I wrote 240,000. Not the same, huh? They're close, but not exact. On to the wrap up of this lesson.